Your mind truly is your greatest weapon. Let's do some damage.
The games we play, and the games that carry us through or drag us down, sending us to the greatest of heights, and at times to the depths of despair. A new day comes with a new title, and a new time to hold it to the highest of standards. Call of Duty has a loyal following, dedicated players who digest a multitude of maps, arsenals, and carnage on the battlefield, and the moment has arrived again to assess a deeply rooted franchise.
What do you say, Hendricks?
Let's do what we do best. Kill some bad guys.
Call of Duty Black Ops 3, developed by Treyarch, published by Activision, thrusts the gamer into, in a word, darkness. The world before you is a violent one. Earth here is described as dystopian by most. Yes, by strict definition, it is jarring and frightening, yet one that is intertwined with a pseudo-cyberpunkish past, reeking of fatalism about the state of the human race. Robotics and computing play an ever-growing role in combat, placing more of the machine into the man. Society here has gone so far as to install chips in the human brain. A direct neural interface, or DNI we'll call it from this point forward. The device allows person-to-person communication, person to machine. Humankind is on the brink of almost complete mechanical takeover. That is the universe in which you do battle. Gameplay and performance is nothing terribly new to a Call of Duty player. The campaign introduces you to new weapons as you level up, using tokens to unlock new items and weapons that are customizable. As with previous installments, there are other little changes too. You can paint your weapon. You can also choose your gender now, male or female, customizing your character. From the exterior weapons to the interior, your mind is a tremendous part of your engagement with the enemy. The cybercore abilities range from control, martial, and chaos. The better you become, the more you can execute. Another key component with your mental tools lies with that DNI.
Visibility's getting worse. Activate tactical mode so they don't get the drop on us.
It can be used for tactical layouts on the battlefield. The softer the color, the safer you are. The darker the red, the more lethal of an area to avoid. The campaign can be taken on as a single player or in co-op mode with up to 4 gamers. Black Ops 3 also provides levels of combat variation from gunships to turrets and air battles during certain scenes. Moving on to multiplayer, Black Ops 3 attempts to augment the experience with what is certainly becoming a predictable format. A multiplayer arrangement that's debatable in the sphere of likability.
Enforcer slain.
But I would dare not argue that up until now, unconventional and freshness were acceptable labels placed on Call of Duty titles.
EKIA.
That said, we do have ourselves some fresher aspects. A player can now select from 9 so-called specialists with exclusive abilities. Your character is also light of foot, using a booster pack to get an extra leap from ledge to ledge, and above average jump to evade an opponent. The gamer can also tread on the walls, say for example running alongside a billboard or any side screen, all the while able to fire with relative decent accuracy if needed. In addition, Black Ops 3 offers Zombies mode, offering both a campaign and multiplayer section with a new map called Shadow of Evil, set in a fictional metropolis called Morgue City, with 4 new characters who are spiritually sentenced, if you will, based on their secular misdeeds, now fighting their way through the undead. That's as unvarnished and barefaced as I can describe it. Let's make our way now to the 4 ranking categories. Number 1, presentation. Excellent job by Treyarch. It's a universe that is so dire that you can't help embracing it. The deeper I delved into the story, the more involved I became in the next step, no matter what the story. That is a tricky thing to achieve. The cinematics are typically impressive in Call of Duty titles, and there's no real change there. Thanks to the fact that the plot deals with the mind, developers are more free to experiment and take chances. Number 2, technical gameplay and mechanics. Excellent again. Call of Duty performs very well on a console. I didn't play this one on a PC, so I can't assess that. Black Ops 3 ran very well on a PlayStation 4. Ran into some trouble during its first weekend with the servers, and somehow I ended up losing progress on my campaign during that time, mistakenly playing local instead of online, didn't even notice. Don't know what happened, but it's alright. Sometimes the game will hit a snag or two in the opening week. That is understandable. I like the downside and aim assist system. The assisting is not as pronounced here. Sure, an X pops up here to locate a shot, but last year, Advanced Warfare's aim assist made the game way too easy, the campaign at least. Even going back to Ghosts, I hated when the weapon would just lock onto a target within the general vicinity of an enemy. In my opinion, this is getting back to basics, and it makes you a better gamer in the end. The Cybercore abilities, well, you have a mixture of ways to take down your foes, but I only really needed a couple. Immolation and Mass Overload. Those were my keys to victory to take down robots and human troops. I didn't really need anything else, so while it was nice to have the options, I didn't use them. I did have one minor quirky experience. I tried to rename my shotgun loadout to shotgun, and the system wouldn't allow it based on the game's profanity policy. That makes zero sense. If I can't call it a shotgun and you can, aren't you violating your own policy? What in the... just bizarre. Number 3 category, narrative. I'll describe it as wandering. Now, going beyond the run-of-the-mill, unimpressive and unattractive grunt characters like Sergeant Simpleton here.
You can't tell me that you're okay with this.
Without sharing essential particulars, Black Ops 3 drifts from straight-up no-surprise military combat to mysterious scenes spawned from the mind to encounters with the unliving, just out of nowhere.
Whoever that voice is, I think it wants to get rid of us.
Who are you? What do you want?
I don't understand this, but that was epic. It's a game with a lack of sequential direction, as if it wasn't exactly sure what it wanted to be, and just did not realize its own identity. The mental element allows the developer to release the inventive, dreamlike juices, but we enter territory that evolved into relative confusion. That's the best way to describe it. Despite the wayward nature, the gameplay is so good that it somehow centers the game so that the gamer doesn't lose interest. A delicate dance that is somehow executed. Nothing so egregious that it completely destroys your experience. It is, in fact, increasingly interesting the more you advance because it's simply fun to play. Fourth and final category, revisiting. That means, do I want to keep going back to play it again? Excellent. Most certainly did I want to continue on with the campaign that's much longer with a provocative approach. I was pleasantly surprised coming from an extremely commercialized franchise, from the campaign to multiplayer and then zombies mode. There is plenty to feast your eyes upon for many months to come, that's for sure. Call of Duty Black Ops 3 brought me back. What do I mean? A year ago, I thought Advanced Warfare was it. That was it. I was not playing this series ever again. Hated it, vowing to never appropriate my precious reviewing hours to such a revolting franchise. That was where I was a year ago. A gamer can have a change of heart. And Black Ops 3 won back my heart. This is great value for your money. The gameplay is marvelously entertaining with a lengthy enough campaign. Tie that in with a multitude of multiplayer maps and modes, including the zombie portion, which is a game unto itself within a game. It's worth every penny. Now, it's not worth your money if you're considering it for your PlayStation 3 or 360 because there is no campaign. Folks, don't bite just because you want a new game for your aging console. It doesn't always work out. I hear you. It's painful. I know of your sorrow. You want new games, but keep the cash and save up for a new console. Black Ops 3 strikes the right nerve, excels in staging a riveting, gripping story mode, with pleasurable multiplayer and a zombie mode that deserves high praise. Good job, Treyarch. We're back on track here. See cash spent on Black Ops 3, see smile on your face.
Shock and awe, new blood, shock and awe.